Usio Q2 2025 earnings report. This is going to be a quick little presentation on Usio Inc. today. Their earnings report dropped earlier this month. And, honestly, it was a little disappointing. They did not hit their revenue marks because they lost a client, which, hurt the marks. But overall, I'm still very bullish on the company long term. I think everything will work out in the end, and we'll go through why. They held a conference call. They talked about 20 minutes. They answered some questions, and there were some good notations that were brought up. But first, I want to just let me just go through what the earnings call was, and then we'll look at the revenue and the book value and price to book and stuff like that. So in the earnings report call, they talked about wearable prepaid product to be available in Q3. So obviously Usio is a payments company. They've been working on different ways people can pay. And so they're coming out with a wearable product that is supposed to be ready to be shipped out Q3. I'm assuming it's going to be something like an Apple Watch that you could put on or something like that. They're rolling out a payroll product. They also have a partnership with MasterCard that's supposed to go live this year as well. They have a biometric merchant payment system and tokenization of the iris, which is in the eye. With successful payment. So they've actually tested that out, and they've actually made a successful payment with a biometric thing in somebody's eyeball. And a presentation of it is supposed to be shown before the year is up. Lewis said, they're always looking at acquisitions as they come up. They have a very staunch and very strict requirements for acquisitions. And for Usio One, they believe most clients can be on at least 2 accounts, and their strategy is business to business. So like PayPal, I guess Square, maybe Chime, that's more like retail oriented. Usio is more focused on business to business, business to corporations. And so that makes them a little bit more recession proof, because even though everybody is affected, even businesses are affected in recessions, if it's business to business, most of the time businesses still operate. So they're still getting them transaction fees and such. Some of the positives with Usio is their gross margins are rising, even though the top line of revenue is sometimes stagnant. Partly because it's tough to keep clients sometimes, and that's just the industry in general. It's not just Usio. You can look at Usio, PayPal, Galileo under SoFi, Chime, all these payment processors, all these payments companies. They all have the same issue of the time it takes for clients to get onboarded and for clients to leave as well. And so if they can figure out that, if they can unlock the code to having better retention, that's going to help their top line revenue growth that much more. Because when they get these clients in their ecosystem, especially with Usio One now, that's just the natural flywheel effect where they're going to be using more of their accounts. The longer they're with, the better margins, the better growth. So that's happening under the surface, which people should still be looking at, right? The bottom is being risen. The gross profit, gross margin is being risen. We just need to focus on getting that top line better. Maybe that happens with the wearables. Maybe that happens with the biometrics. Maybe they figure out the secret sauce to get clients more up to speed. They said they can still hit their marks for 2025 if the clients they've already have them pre-onboarded actually start using the payments process. They actually have a company that's already went live with a lot of their payment stuff, but just hasn't transferred over yet. Like, you know, they're set up in all the stores that they're supposed to be set up in, but they just haven't switched it over. And so that's kind of what the company is dealing with right now and struggling, but they're profitable. They're still doing share buybacks, and the price is at a good stock price is at a good fair value price right now too. So book value, the shareholder equity to shares. So we have 18.7 million shares outstanding. No, we have 26.4 million shares outstanding, and our shareholder equity is about 18.7. So pure book value for the company is about 70 to 71 cents. But again, we're a fintech. We don't have many assets, tangible physical assets. We have Output Solutions, which Output Solutions is still growing. They're actually going to be tripling their assets, and which should really help their production here soon, which I'm excited for. But outside of Output Solutions, they don't have a lot of tangible assets. So that's why you really want to look at the revenue to shares. So the first half of 2025, the revenue was 41.97 million. And so I'm just doing a little estimated for the second half of 2025. So at the end of 2025, if we hit the estimated 84 million, you know, when I take that 84 million divided by the shares outstanding, that leaves the share price at about $3.17. With the share price trading about what, 140 right now, we can take a look real quick, see what the price is for Usio. So yeah, so the price right now, it's trading at $1.49. So really, if you're basing off what the revenues are, and the revenues are pretty stable still, it's a double in price. And so that's why I'm still heavily invested. That's why I'm still very bullish. The PE ratio is sitting at 14. I think we're okay. They're increasing their gross profit. They're increasing the margin. So there's really no cause for worry. Because if they figure out the revenue top line portion, the sky's the limit, you know. And I guess I should bring up Litchfield's research as well on Usio, because that's important. They've been following this this company for a while. Share this tab. So their buy price target still 6. And this is what they brought up, right? Last week, because this no, that was February. Where are we at? This is a little late. Hold up. And let me go to Litchfield. Yeah. Usio. Yeah. August 7th. Let's look at that share tab instead. Okay. So August 7th, 2025. Let's look at this real quick. Usio delivers resilient EBITDA as ACH strength offsets prepaid headwinds. Reiterate by $6 target. Diverse business model proves defensive. Second half set for acceleration. EBITDA resilient. Admit revenue dip despite a modest 0.6% year-over-year decline in revenue. Usio delivered a solid EBITDA of $500,000, highlighting strong cost controls and operational discipline across the business. ACH segment drives profitability. The ACH automated clearinghouse segment posted 33% revenue growth, offsetting weakness elsewhere and contributing meaningfully to margin expansion and earning stability. Prepaid headwinds are isolated in one-off event. A prepaid client losing $2 million revenue amusement park customer due to acquisition drove a 26% revenue drop in prepaid segment. This is not indicative of broader structural issues. Business model diversity proves effective. The contrasting performance between prepaid and ACH segments underscores the strategic value of Usio's diversified revenue mix in mitigating segment-specific shocks. Gross margin improvement signals operating leverage. Expanding gross margins despite top line pressure reflect the growing contribution of higher margin services, particularly ACH, and suggest a more scalable earnings profile going forward. So these are all things I believe as well. And I'm not too worried. Like, a lot of everybody worries about the top line, but are they cleaning up their house within, right? Before you go out in the world and try to bring people to the company, are you fixing yourself up within to be able to handle that and scale? Usio ended the quarter with $7.5 million in cash, down 600,000 following 700,000 in share repurchases. So, they have quite a bit on cash on hand. Looking forward, management signaled increased optimism regarding merger and acquisitions opportunities. With a strong balance sheet and perfect acquisition track record, Usio appears poised to execute an accretive deal. Its last acquisition, Output Solutions, has proven highly successful both financially and strategically. And what's nice about Output Solutions is, even though it's a print mailer still for payments, they're switching people over to their electronic version. So as they get more clients with Output Solutions for print, they already have them in the ecosystem to get them over to electronically over time. So that's really cool to see. Yeah, still bullish with catalysts ahead. It's just like at these moments in time, you kind of just have to sit on your hands, make sure the company's still operating in a positive manner, and you want to see them battle back with the adversity with some of the client drops off. And I think they're doing a pretty good job at that. So getting back to the slides, just for some gematria, I have some positive gematria, I might add, right? We have profitability for Usio stock, 333 English ordinal, 153 reverse reduction, which goes nicely with the gross profit margin rising, which is also 333 English ordinal, 153 reduction, 153 reverse reduction. So you see the combination there. You see the power. We're in the right place. Usio One ecosystem, 222 English ordinal. So you see that powerful angel number right there. We have at the bottom a margin increase. So we have that's 137 in English ordinal. That's the 33rd prime. We also have a margin increase, very important, which is 333 English ordinal. Then we have a gross profit margin increase and quicker client implementation, both equaling 137 in English reduction, which is the 33rd prime. So if they can implement clients quicker, great. That helps us immediately. And if we keep increasing our gross profit margin, we're in a good space as well. And right now, my Usio position, I'm sitting at $1.60 share price average. I have 1,031 shares. I'm down 7% currently. And anytime the price gets close to 140 or under 140, I'm buying. I think the company is buying at that range too, as you look at the chart. But that's what I have for Usio today. Something a little bit quicker, just kind of an update where things are going. Please check out the last videos on my Gematria Stocks YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist following my Usio journey up in this point. And, I plan on being in this for the long term. I think they have a great opportunity to dominate the business to business, the mid-level tier payments industry. So we'll keep updated on that.